On most of the pouch examples that we saw from the Middle Ages, the outer seam couldn't be seen. You couldn't see any of the stitches. So the way to do this is thread a needle with some skinny thread. If it bunches up on you like that, cut the bunch off, try it again, pinch the thread so you can barely see it and push the needle through. Tie a little knot. Once again, just tie it once. If you tie it twice, it'll make a big bulge and be difficult to sew. Then, if we don't want our seam to show, we need to take the front side, flip it so it's facing the inside. This will make sense in a little bit. We start sewing at the top corner. It doesn't matter if it's the left or the right. So put the needle through, pull till it's almost all the way out, and then tie. Once it's tied, cut your tail so it doesn't get in the way. And then you're going to do a running stitch, but it's not going to be as tight as what you did on your design if you chose to sew. So poke up, poke down, pull all the way through. Leave a little space, poke up, poke down, pull all the way through. Make sure you're staying close to the edge and try to keep your line straight. You don't want to accidentally sew over the design you have on the other side. And you'll do this all the way down, all the way over on the bottom, and all the way up to the top. And you stop when you get to this corner. Don't go across the top. That'll sew your pouch shut. That's a bad idea. Once you get to the end, you need to finish kind of the way you started. Take your thread, poke it through so it makes a circle, poke under, pull. It'll make a knot. You might want to do it twice just to make sure it's not going to come undone. Cut your tail. Now before we turn this the right direction, you want to take your corners and trim the felt on the corners. So if you don't, then they tend to get bunched up when you flip this inside out. So that's our next step. Take your pouch, turn it completely inside out. Gotta poke at the corners with your finger and get them to stick out like they should. And there's our pouch.